Dr. Sam Raphael is a senior lecturer, his field international relations at the University of Westminster. He's a person who has done a lot of research, I understand, into the UK's part in torture and rendition in the previous decade, in the years following 9/11. Last year, Parliament's Intelligence and Security Committee published the findings of its investigation into detainee mistreatment and rendition between 2001 and 2010. So, in many individual cases, unsurprisingly, British intelligence was complicit in rendition operations led by the US government. The war on terror is a stain on 21st century politics, a stain on the UK. Its execution has led to many human rights violations, much bloodshed. What Sam Raphael and Ruth Blakely, Professor of Politics and International Relations at Sheffield University, are calling for is a judge-led inquiry. To quote an article on the conversation.com that the pair co-authored, only a judge-led inquiry with full powers of subpoena will enable the public to know what was done in their name, unquote. I'll link to the article below, which was published last year. It seems there is deep concern with how we, the UK, is set up to prevent torture and rights abuses. The waters are very murky and secretive. Apparently, Dr. Raphael was able to recently see a secret policy drawn up in November by the Ministry of Defence. He got it through a Freedom of Information request, I understand. And it's essentially saying government ministers can collude in torture when, quote, potential benefits justify accepting the risk. Dr. Raphael had this to say, quote, "The secret MOD torture policy clearly authorises ministers to break the absolute prohibition on torture enshrined in international and domestic law when they judge that the potential benefits justify accepting the risk and the legal consequences that follow. This is a clear policy to enable collusion in torture, and it is deeply concerning," unquote. Dr. Raphael is co-director of an initiative called the Rendition Project. I'll link to that below. For me personally, for whatever it counts, I'm opposed to torturing people. Should go without saying, really. It's immoral. And from an intelligence perspective, the information you get from subjecting people to torture is dubious. It's suspect at best. People will say anything to make the agony stop.